Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. We're continuing to be stuck in a very, very complicated situation, though possibly we might break the deadlock soon. But before we get into what happened last time, I want to show something off to you, dear viewers. I showed it off in the previous episode as well, but it was most closer to the end, so I'll do it right now. I like to show you all this lovely artwork made by DoomGoblin. For those unaware, DoomGoblin is the player behind Las, who has guest appeared on a couple episodes in this session, and he's also a main player playing Captain Bladebeard in the other campaign. More importantly though, he is a very skilled artist, digital artist I think is the term he uses. And he has drawn this little relationship chart for all the characters, based on a relationship chart in the manga Kaguya Sama Love is War. He's also done a similar one for the characters in the other campaign, multiple times actually. But this is the one he drew for Legacy of the Rimlen, including his own guest appearance. And real brief, I'll show DoomGoblin's links on screen that you may go to and follow, and I would highly encourage you to do so. Now, before we get into what happened last time like we usually do, let's have our players introduce themselves and their characters. Apparently we're going reverse alphabetical, meaning that Show&Tell should be the first one to introduce herself and her character. We are all listening.
Hi, I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel. And last episode, he was extremely frustrated with his companions. And and hopefully that will change this episode. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre in the sense of, is it really that hard not to murder people, Muninn and Illona?
Hey, don't call us up like that.
Well, you haven't murdered anyone yet, but that's like the matter at hand. Well, you murdered people before, never mind.
To be fair, it's not just not murder, it's to stop for other people from murdering, which is harder, I guess.
True. But yeah, thank you very, very much, Shanta. We'll see how that resolves. Next, we would have Deli. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Deli, and as usual, I'm playing as the character of Muninn. They are a traveling scholar from Brightland, big smarty pants. Currently kind of stuck in between two fates. They got to make a decision. I don't know if that will happen this session or the next one, but I mean, it's got to happen soon.
Sure. Very, very much so. Thank you very, very much, Deli. And next, we would have someone who wasn't a cat last session for a turn of events, Ashen. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, who even am I anymore? Dude, I'm not a cat. Yeah, but I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona. What else can I say? Not a cat.
Fair. Yeah. Thank you very, very much, Ashen. We were talking last time about maybe doing something about that, so who knows? Maybe it will happen this session, maybe not. Shrug. But speaking of last time, after Anghel left Daniel's house after being shown that vision by Eusebius, he rejoined Muninn and Illona. Illona just came down from the tree, fingers all bloody from, trying to climb up a tree with her bare fingers. And they discussed more of what they should do, especially after Rebob temporarily led their supervisor, spy, guide person away temporarily, for lack of a better term, but still didn't reach like a conclusion one way or another. And also Illona was very, very panicked about, turning into a cat, at least mentally, every once in a while. And Yon, your guide, supervisor, whatever you want to call him, recommended, hey, maybe you want to check out Lacrima the witch's house for a good decursing. Apparently she decursed his father and I think his sister or whatever. Regardless, not having reached a conclusion on that as well, you all decided to talk to Aurita, who seemed to be expecting you all. She also implied that she knows one of you will lie to her, is more or less what she said. And you guys, well, Muninn especially, reached like the conclusion based on some roles that she doesn't know perhaps as much as she claims she knows, or at least as much as she should know. And she is also, according to what the conclusion Muninn reached, being tested by Acacius. And that's part of the reason Muninn assumes why Acacius has not been in direct contact with her. Still, the meeting with Aurita, other than like these little insights, was more of the same. Go find Eusebius and I'll trust you, basically. And Anghel was very, very angry but held his tongue at Muninn's behest. And Muninn, while after you guys departed Aurita's house, received a message from the lady with the blue sun herself, the intermediary named Anya Verus, who asked Muninn over for a chat, and Muninn complied. Anya Verus, asked Muninn several questions about why they are like loyal to Acacius, I guess for lack of a better term. And also mentioned, as Deli said, that Muninn is stuck between two fates, although what that means she has not elaborated on. And there were also some other small conclusions that Deli and the rest of the cast reached on by themselves that I will not elaborate on because I don't want to give accidental spoilers and confirm or deny their assumptions, I guess. So, as I go to turn on the background music, I guess we rejoin you all right as Muninn comes back from the graveyard. Real brief, what were Anghel and Illona doing while Muninn was having this conversation?
Where did we stop? Like, when did this happen? Exactly.
By this, what do you mean?
Like, Muninn leaving.
Sort of right after you left Aurita's house.
Oh. And the conclusion was that we needed to find Eusebius, and that's it.
You guys were more or less at a deadlock, so I don't think.
Yeah, with Aurita, like she let us go.
Oh yeah. Aurita said go. Basically, she reiterated, "Go find Eusebius," and yeah, all the nasty stuff. Yeah. So again, I would ask, while Muninn was away, I think the conversation took, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. I don't remember the excuse that Muninn gave for going away. Definitely feel free to refresh my memory, or anyone else for that matter. But in those 10, 15 minutes, what were Anghel and Illona doing?
Do you want to start? Because I have trouble remembering like the last thing I did.
Well, last thing you did was eat popcorn as Anghel and Muninn debated.
Oh yeah, okay.
Metaphorical popcorn.
Best kind.
And also the chicken pecked your shin, but you ignored it.
Right. Maybe Anghel would, try to kind of. Has Anghel tried to talk to Illona and to convince her to help?
Not much.
Him? Yeah. Oh, so maybe Anghel turns to Illona and signs like, are you going to go along with these people or something? Are you going to help them kill?
Illona would sign, probably not. If doesn't serve me, not to.
Okay.
See no reason kill, other than alive stay.
Okay. You're doing the sign language better than I the Anghel. Okay, so Anghel, I think at that Anghel says good or something. Like I think he's satisfied with that.
Illona would try to like give a reassuring smile. Anghel
Anghel will. I don't know if he will take that as reassuring, but he will. I guess he will nod or something.
I think actually Illona's quite happy because Anghel hasn't talked to her in a while, it feels like.
Yeah, I was going to say that Anghel feels like very courageous or something. I feel like.
Illona would feel accomplished, like, yes, he talked to me.
Unless you guys want to continue talking among yourselves, and feel free to do that, of course. May I posit a suggestion of what you may do while Muninn is off having their conversation?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
And again, this is just a suggestion. Maybe start sort of quote unquote formally teaching always firstly the sign language so that he can speak for Anghel.
Sure.
I don't think Illona would do that. She would.
Yeah, I agree that it's kind of weird for Illona to do it. I mean, she wants to, but I'm wondering also if we. Yeah, I guess Muninn did say something like they would return soon or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember the excuse you gave Deli? Because I don't.
I remember we offered something about going to the bathroom or something, but maybe that was after.
I suggested that, but it was just a suggestion.
Yeah.
I think Muninn just said something generic like, "Oh, I need to go clear my head." It didn't. I don't know if it was anything specific.
Oh, so that's
sounds
less
so cool,
clear.
Though. Like that's such a yeah, I'm gonna go clear my head.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna go ponder.
Yeah, I'm pondering my orb.
Yeah, but that gives us less of a clear picture of when they would return, if at all.
If at all.
I don't know.
Based on the fact that you guys are forbidden, well, let's say, I guess forbidden from leaving this village, and it's not a big village, you know that, like, Muninn couldn't have gone far at the very least?
Okay. So, I mean,
Should I mean, I don't mind making my way back at a, a normal amount of time passing.
Sure. It's just that, like, the question we were asking was, while Muninn was away, what happens while they're away?
Yeah.
Again, I suggested maybe starting to teach always firstly the sign language. And again, he's been, like, listening, that's not the right term, watching and I guess listening passively of his own volition. I guess that's noticeable. But he hasn't been formally taught, let's say.
Yeah, it's important. I just feel like if it's not clear, like are we just kind of waiting? Well, I guess maybe.
Up to you. Rebob, for the NPC's thoughts, Rebob will just stay his silent, cool self, I guess. Although he does look visibly uncomfortable in this village. Always thirsty, and the horse will do whatever Anghel says. So, yeah. And Yon trusts Muninn because of Muninn's stunt, so they don't feel worried about Muninn. So Yon is kind of keeping an eye on you guys, not like barging into your conversation or whatever, but like passively observing, I guess.
Okay, so it'll be weird if Anghel just decides to, like, I don't know, start going somewhere. Like, Yon wouldn't like that, probably. I guess.
Presumably. Although, of course, you can always talk to him.
I was wondering, just like, I just feel like if Anghel doesn't know that Muninn will return soon, that he either will go looking for Muninn at some point, or will just. Oh, that's weird though, because he thinks that Muninn is, like, completely against him. So. And we haven't really even decided what to do.
Yeah, we don't have like a grand plan.
Mhm.
So it makes more sense to me that Anghel will just like not wait around. It will just go and. Well, honestly, I don't even know what he would want to do. Trying to find a
as
way to.
Another suggestion, emphasis on the word suggestion. Angel does have that aspect that when he's anxious, he carves wood to calm down.
Right.
So emphasis on suggestion again. I'm only saying that because, of course, you can go looking for Muninn. It's just that I don't want to retcon Muninn's conversation by having someone suddenly barge in it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, it makes less sense to me, honestly, that he would look for Muninn, especially after they parted with like they weren't in good terms, pretty much. And he thinks that Muninn is probably still.
What does Illona want to do?
Start preparing to like think of gifts for the witch. I want to get rid of
Illona
her.
asked Muninn. He asked the Anghel to.
Oh yeah, she did. She did ask.
And
Angel to carve
Anghel
something.
told her in return that she would have to help him. Okay. We
Good
do have
memory.
that established. So maybe Anghel will start. Okay, that feels like something. Maybe he will start carving the thing for Illona.
Oh hell yeah!
Even though I don't know what it will be though. Maybe we'll ask Illona.
Yeah.
You have an idea? Like.
In before Illona says something phallic had worked on the last witch. And above board it
Let's
didn't.
go,
Above board
let's
it
go.
didn't. She refused that.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked, right?
It
Please no.
it
Teeironor,
she
you're
took
giving
it-
me ideas.
She took it as part of the gift, but it wasn't the main thing she was interested in.
Yeah, I said something funny as well. Like, yeah, this could be useful for you or something.
Yeah, because you, Ashen, did not know what that word meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, but I think I was going with like the animal theme of cat, but maybe not a cat, maybe something else. Like secretly, maybe Illona wants to be like a panther or something. I don't know, like freaking cool animal.
Angel would not know what a panther is above board.
Yeah,
Illona would, but Angel would not.
I don't think Illona would want a panther, but I can't think of like a cool animal.
A lion? Is a lion a thing? No.
It is, and it's like Angel, you'd be familiar with that iconography, like what a lion looks like, at least
Oh.
in a cartoon sense, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
But the problem is that that's just like a big cat, and I think Illona's kind of fed up with the cat theme,
Oh.
and I
Okay.
can't think of uncat.
Is it a panther also from
It's a
Yeah.
feeling,
cat family?
yeah. If
Can you guys help me think of a not cat?
If you
Whoa.
want inspiration, I guess the like symbol for this country is an auroch, like a male.
What now?
What
Uh,
is that?
It's a kind of like a big ox, I guess,
Oh, I like that.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
or like
An
a big
ogle.
bull, you know.
Carve me an ox. Right now.
Let's go. That sounds cool. Yeah. Sure.
But like think less like domesticated and fat, and more like muscle wild animal, I guess.
I didn't
Yeah.
think of a domesticated fat one. Like in front of the telly. Just like chilling. Eating chips.
In front of the telly.
Anghel would know what that looks like, right? Because it's the symbol
Oh
of the
yeah,
country.
it's.
Also,
um,
yeah, it's more common, I guess.
I'll post a picture in our Discord of like a random auroch, I guess, just for like perspective. Okay.
Sure.
Rock.
Yeah, it has a cool name.
Yeah.
There, I posted it. Do you see it?
That's a
Oh.
big boy.
So we're Chonka, a unit.
Ah.
Hmm?
Wait.
Just for,
Oh, nice.
just
Yeah,
for
I
con-
imagine
yeah.
those big horns. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Just for context, the like founding myth of the country, like you guys are in, and emphasis on the word myth, is that it got founded after its found or got lost while hunting aurochs.
Huh.
Well, got lost as in was chasing the auroch for a good while, and when they finally got it, they noticed, oh yeah, this is a nice place.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
I like that.
So again, I say this mostly as to say that yeah, Anghel would know what this looks like, at least based on stories and such. And second, they're big, strong animals that you hunt, not domesticate.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't cats. Most important part.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Show&Tell, do you use your stunt for this, or do you use just your typical carving skills?
I think my stunt.
Okay.
Why
Then
Yeah.
Then cartoon style, you turn around, smoke comes up as you, like a cloud of like dust and smoke comes up, obscuring the view as you mess around. And a couple seconds later, you come up with this absolutely magnificent wooden carving of an auroch.
Yeah.
Mad impressive.
I like it.
Rebob mumbles, I still don't know how you do that.
He doesn't either, Anghel, I think. He goes with the flow.
Oh, that's cool. Just like
Hmm?
raw talent.
Because it's your stunt item, like a result of your stunt rather, you can use this like... It has a lot of exchange power, I guess you can say.
Yeah, last time we exchanged all those things, and it turns out that we could have just used this
Yeah.
stunt thing. So we'll keep that in mind.
Good way of putting it, Show&Tell. I suppose while Yon stares in absolute shock, but he'll not ask how or what, and always first he just nods like, yeah, that's my boss, yeah.
Always
I know that guy.
Good way of
Yeah.
putting it.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point is when Muninn would return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what's up, Muninn? What's like going through your mind at the moment, and what do you intend to do, I guess, in general?
Oh, see, this is a bit of a tough one. Because I feel like it's true when the Lady of the Blue Sun said that Muninn really is between two paths right now.
Feel free to give me a clever, I guess, to interpret something.
Okay. Only a 2 or a 4 if you count that as something.
We had this conversation before, god damn it.
Yeah.
I know that my ruling back then was yes. Clever when deciphering. Yes, it works. For 4. You know, maybe it is, but maybe it isn't. Like, you're not super sure if what she meant about being stuck between two fates is referring to just what's happening in this village.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it's not even related to the village at all. Or maybe it
Yeah.
is.
That's really interesting. Because I don't... Above board, that could mean so many different things.
Yeah.
Or not just above board, but that could just mean so many different things. See, I think Muninn has had their time to ponder. I mean, IRL, they've had a whole week to ponder. But I mean, in the short amount of time that they've had between speaking to the Lady of the Blue Sun and now, they've had quite a lot of time to ponder. So I think, or quite a good amount of time to ponder. So I think Muninn would lift them, like pick themselves up from wherever they are, like maybe they were sitting on a rock or something, and
Sure.
they would pick themselves up and they'd like sort of slowly but surely walk towards where they last saw Illona and Anghel.
A real brief question. Anya Veras, the Lady of the Blue Sun, would no longer be there, at least not physically, Do you guys want me to remove her token from the map, or do you need it for as like an indicator?
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind either. I guess if she's not there anymore, it makes sense to remove her, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Be
sure.
gone.
Yeah, adios.
She is gone. Okay, carry on.
Awesome. So, Muninn, with their thoughts, I don't know, there's probably a phrase for it, but heavy is their head because of the amount of thinking going on. Like they're gonna walk slowly to Anghel and Illona to see what they're up to.
Anghel,
Okay.
I guess you come up right as Anghel gives Illona a absolutely stunning carving of an auroch.
Hell yeah, this is mine.
Muninn would look at it and be like surprised at how nice it looks, but also kind of like, oh yeah, that's Anghel. Like unsurprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be like, oh, like Muninn would ask, like, oh, so you were busy while I was gone. What's that for?
I was thinking I might use it to remove the curse from like the witch.
Do you mean, so do you intend to keep the icon? Like, is the curse not just on the cat icon itself?
Just to be sure, you know? Just to be sure.
Okay. I suppose it wouldn't do any harm to, like, make sure
I think,
this sort of thing wouldn't happen again. Sorry, Teeironor, go on.
I think last session Yon gave some superstitious advice, so you can disregard it, of course. That basically, like, don't go handing that out to anyone else, and you're gonna need a proper decursing.
Ah, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Muninn would say, "Oh, that's." Muninn would sort of nod and like acknowledge, like, "Yeah, that's a good carving." And then they would like take in a deep breath and sort of ask everyone, like, "So, have we like thought on what we're gonna do, and what our plans are?"
Anghel's kind of looking at him like warily, like I guess waiting to see what they're gonna do. I don't know.
Rebob would do the thing that he did last time and whisper to Anghel, maybe tap your foot twice again.
Oh, okay. Really? Sure. Anghel does that.
Then he, as Yon's like looking at you guys, Rebob would suddenly say, I don't know, what's like a touristy thing that's not drinking because he's already drunk. Well, quote unquote drunk.
Wait, are you asking us?
Yeah, but I guess he'll yell out. You have anything to eat? Yes. Does everyone? No. They're keeping Lent. You know. And he'll say, yeah, sure. Well, take me there. Don't just babble. I'm hungry. Okay.
Go rebound.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a G. I was gonna say what a gamer. I was gonna say what a gamer, but like, hang on a minute.
What a gamer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Rebob will be taken by Yon to the same place that his token is already on the map. So, like, also the place where he went to quote unquote drink.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk. Let's actually make not waste this opportunity.
I will time you on the clock.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay. So Muninn would look to Anghel and say, like, have you changed your mind?
No.
On that note, let me roll Rebob sneaky to see how many minutes he's gonna give you. Okay.
Okay. No, Muninn would say I thought you wouldn't have.
Quite a few. Okay.
Oh, nice. Wait, are those the minutes?
Well, that's his sneaky. And I decided, okay, his sneaky roll, I'm going to multiply it by 3. So that you have 21 minutes.
That's a long time.
Nice.
Of real life minutes?
Real life minutes. Like I'm looking at my OBS as it's recording. It's currently at 30 minutes. When it's 51 or 52 minutes, Rebob's going to come back.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's a good amount of time.
What a gamer.
What a gamer.
Totally.
Right. Well, Muninn would Muninn would be conscious of time and ask Illona, like, and you, what do you intend to do?
I'm still not sure yet. I kind of just want to find a way to chill these people out so they don't harm us and be on our merry way.
Anghel signs there, you promise you'd help. Or something.
Bobbord, I'm not sure she did.
She didn't promise. Okay, Anghel says that anyway.
Illona
I'm
would
bringing
like,
back my aura.
hey, you don't want me to be a cat, right? Illona would say.
But I need your help.
And
Yeah.
what do you need help with? What do you plan to do?
That's what I need help
Fair enough. If Anghel says that, Muninn would think fair enough.
I guess a small reminder, I won't take much of your time. Small reminder, you still haven't discussed what Anghel saw at Daniel's house.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah, that's true, but I don't know if it's
And also small reminder.
like how.
Yeah, also small
It's-
reminder, the priest said, you can talk here and you won't be heard by demons.
Yeah. That I do remember because I totally forgot that when it was relevant before.
When the priest says here, does he mean like the whole?
His room, I guess.
Ooh, maybe Anghel says. I don't know though.
Does he say that?
No. Like I wanted to maybe have Anghel tell them to, but that would be weird. If Rebob
What?
returned with you on and we wouldn't be there. And also I'm not sure yet if we can, like, if Anghel can show them where Eusebius is, basically. Like, he doesn't trust them yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I guess Angel's waiting to see what it says, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Muninn's still a little bit on the fence on the whole thing. But that's a little. Well, I mean, obviously, Anghel doesn't know this.
Yeah.
That's better than not being on the fence.
Sure.
Muninn would sort of look to Anghel and say, like, you're really not going to change your mind on this one, are you?
No.
Fine. And then Muninn would cross their arms and they would say, like, look, I've had a think. And I feel like Muninn themselves would want to speak their mind, but they know that ears are listening, even though obviously Yon isn't with them.
Yeah. Okay.
The ears of Cassius might be listening, so
Yeah.
they're a little bit cautious to speak.
Yeah.
But then Muninn would say. Muninn would look to Anghel with a specific, with a certain look, and they would say, So there really wasn't anyone in that house then? No one that we're looking for? And then Muninn would give Anghel like a look.
Oh, look.
A sexy look.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Wow.
Again with the gazes.
Yeah.
We keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is Anghel supposed to interpret that look? Because from the question, it could be like it could be that when it's just wanting to, find out if Eusebius is there or something,
Right.
and turn him in.
Well, that's for Anghel to decide, I guess.
I don't know. How is it supposed? I don't know what to. I don't know what look it is to make the decision on.
I will say this, at the very least, no matter what you say, Muninn can either believe you or not believe you, but they can't prove Anghel wrong at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that.
I don't know if it's enough to make Anghel kind of be like, okay, let's take a chance on this, maybe,
It's up to you.
I don't know. Because Anghel was, they were very opposed just moments before.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, obviously, it's I don't want to bring rolls into this. If you wanted to roll, I wouldn't mind doing it. If you wanted to really bring it down to that, but
Well, also, just as a suggestion, maybe Anghel notices a shift in Muninn's body language and tone.
Okay, yeah. I'm also thinking maybe Anghel is thinking okay, if I let Muninn know, I can always stop him bodily from doing anything.
Jesus.
Like you stop them
Doing
from killing,
anything ever again.
stop them from killing Good-Eye.
Okay, fine. But oh god. But now the difference is that now Anghel is extra aware of what's gonna happen. I don't know if that's good enough. Yeah, wow. That's now that you bring up Good-Eye, it's also a very if something were to happen now to Eusebius, it would be totally Anghel's fault and his mind.
what's the worst that can happen? Is all I'm gonna say.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so maybe Anghel does pick up on some shift in the body language and the look. Maybe the look did something.
Trademark.
And then he signs. What was the question exactly?
I'm a little bit worried now that Anghel's gonna. Muninn was saying so there really wasn't anyone in the hut, but they were saying it in a way. I'm only gonna say this because I'm pretty sure you might have misinterpreted. There might have been a misinterpretation, and I don't want to spoil it, but so Muninn said it in a way as I don't want to spoil it because that would make it interesting if you. I don't know. Muninn said it in a way as so there wasn't anyone in the house then, right? Expecting Anghel to say.
Oh, to say no.
Right.
Okay. So Anghel says no, I guess.
Okay. In that case, Muninn clearly doesn't believe Anghel, but they kind of seemingly accept it as if it was the truth.
Okay, yeah.
And they would say, well, we're gonna have a tough time. I can't remember the name of the lady who runs the place. Aurelia.
It's on screen.
I know, but I can't read it. Aurelia.
Arita.
I can't read.
Is it too small?
I did. I forgot that you could zoom in. Basically. But yeah, Muninn would say, well, we have two decisions. We can either tell Arita that we failed, or we can just leave.
I don't think they said we can't leave.
And why not?
Well, but they physically said you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
And
So
we can't
Muninn-
leave. We
Mm.
need to do something.
I mean, I guess we do. Muninn would like stroke their chin and be like, well, if we did leave, I mean, they can't. The worst that they can do is try and physically stop us to leave, but I mean, that would defeat the point of. And then Muninn would like, again, give Anghel a look. That is like defeat the point of like no bloodshed. But obviously Muninn would try and say that with their eyes, if that makes sense. Because obviously, if Muninn
Okay.
said it out loud, then that would imply that Muninn knows that Anghel's lying, but because obviously Muninn doesn't know that for certain. But anyway,
Not for Anghel, but for something else. Can I get a sneaky from you, Muninn?
yeah.
Okay, that's a very good roll.
Oh, that is a good roll. Jesus.
And something happens or not?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, how are we going to tell Arita that who? How are we going to tell Arita that who we're looking for is? We can't find who we're looking for.
Muninn, you will hear the voice of Cassius himself in your mind. He will say, I love that reaction. Show and tell. He will say, if you're unable to find Eusebius, maybe try searching the ruins of the monk quarters or that house, and I'll point here. You won't find him there, but maybe you'll find some hints. So Bob, Cassius seems to genuinely believe that Muninn is unaware.
not there.
Well,
Okay.
he genuinely
or
believes
yeah.
in Muninn's belief.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
Good on you for the sneaky roll.
This is perfect above board. Muninn would say to everyone, like, Cassius is speaking to me. He says to look
Anghel
over
immediately
there.
takes a step back.
Yeah. He says to, Muninn tries to raise their hand a little bit to be like, you know where you're trying to calm a horse?
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Muninn would raise their hand to Anghel to try and like reassure him somehow. And then Muninn would say like Cassius just has told us that Muninn would look to point to over there, and Muninn would say like Cassius said that who we're looking for may be over here or whatever, and then Muninn would like look to Anghel as if to say like yeah right, like
I love that. So Muninn, you pointed to that one house, but because of where you guys are, Daniel's house is also that direction.
Yeah, I was wondering if you can see it clearly.
Oh, interesting.
But it's not exactly at the same line. It's a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if like
I don't.
we can kind of see.
I'm not gonna put words in your guys' mouth. You guys decide if Muninn's message comes across.
Okay. I will say.
I wonder if you can sometimes like point far, kind of. I don't know.
Muninn,
Maybe not.
yeah. I feel like pointing a little bit upwards is like a direction of like, oh, it's further away, right? Or is that just
something like that.
not directly up there?
I also know the like hand gesture of like, almost like a wave, but not like moving your hand, but rather as if you're calling someone. That can also mean it's farther away.
Yeah, it's true. Well, Muninn would try their best to like make sure they're not actually pointing to the house and like Daniel's house.
8 minutes you guys have.
Wow.
Okay. Anghel, I mean, it also depends on their line of sight, I guess, because like from where we are, it's not clear. So I guess Anghel kind of maybe leans in and to see
Also,
it a little.
real brief, Muninn, Deli. Cassius also indicated this place as a possibility.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Muninn would say, I will look for him. I will look for our friend. But you two, well,
Maybe we
Yeah.
should split. Okay, if Muninn only mentioned the other house.
well, Muninn might also, in passing, mention here as well.
Okay, so
But,
then we can split, unless something else.
Well, Muninn was gonna suggest, so I can search the whereabouts because Acacia says, show me the way. But you two, if you wanna see, I kind of have plans though. That wasn't Muninn though. He was saying that.
Okay.
I kind of have a plan a little bit, but
Okay. So Muninn
Okay.
wants to go to both places?
yeah. So Muninn
Okay.
Muninn would ask like, will you two follow me? Will you two come with me to look?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Muninn would nod
Go ahead.
and then like give a look to say like thank you. Like obviously we all know that this is going to be pointless, but Muninn's like trying to play the game here, kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sure. I kind of nods. I think they're kind of come to some kind of understanding without actually talking about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, Angel's it's still a little on his tiptoes, I guess. How do you say
Yeah.
that?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But he's like, okay. Like, he's willing to entertain the idea that maybe when something can be trusted a little more, maybe.
Yeah.
5 minutes. What do you guys do regarding Rebob and Mion's absence, by the way?
I mean, it would be kind of funny for them to return and for us not to be there.
I think it would be
Anymore.
bad.
Well,
It would be bad.
To be fair, it's also a fairly small village, so you guys will be easy to find unless you hide or go like in a house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are supposed to look for Eusebius, so makes sense.
What if
that
I
we
stay
just-
behind and you guys go and I'll just like lead them to where we're going later?
Okay.
If you wanted to, you could
Yeah.
do that.
Me do.
Okay.
I think you guys have control over your tokens on the map, so feel free to like
Mhm.
click and drag where you'd like to go.
So Anghel points at the ruins. If
These
that's
ones-
like the first place.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
In that case, Muninn would say like, "Come on, the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can. Like, the sooner the better." Muninn would say.
Yeah.
Sure. By the way, Rebob will return very soon, so I guess we'll jump back and forth very quickly. Muninn and Anghel, as you go towards the ruins, I'll repeat what I said last time when you guys like inspected them from afar, that they look not just destroyed in a fire or whatever, but like as if people have taken the time to thoroughly trample and destroy everything in here, well, as much as they could anyway. And you still see like two of the locals like taking their time to thoroughly destroy everything, like excessively so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of pent up emotions about this, I guess.
Yeah.
It could also be a thing of like, hey, it's holy, so destroy it. Like on the like magic cosmological scale, let's say.
Oh, okay. For Cassius, I guess. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see again these like these thoroughly destroyed things. Cassius directs you like sort of subtly, Muninn, to like, hey, maybe you want to search to like a specific place that I can like point out on the map. But you also have the option of like doing a more general search or like talking to these people or anything like that.
You say Cassius in Ago you could or could not? Did you say point out?
Cassius indicates to you subtly, Muninn, like sort of subconsciously, that maybe you want to search like in this particular spot.
Oh, just in the ruins in general?
A particular spot among the ruins. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can I look to see where he might be showing me?
Give me a careful.
Okay. I see what you're saying now, by the way.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a good roll. And do you have a stunt for that? I don't remember.
I think I do. If it's for looking Jesus. I have a stunt for looking for something.
Then yes,
Or like
with a 7, yeah. With a 7, I can tell you the place that Acacius is pointing you in the direction of is likely, also do let us know when you're back, Ashen, if you can still hear us, is likely where the monastery's archives used to be.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So Muninn would like make their way over, and they would sort of look to see if anything sort of survived the rubble and the burning. If that's possible, should I roll another careful?
Please, does Anghel follow?
Yeah. Anghel does. Look, he keeps sort of a little bit of a distance, but he does.
Or 4, if that counts.
It would be a 4. Could you one of you please write a message in chat that Ashen should let us know when she gets back real quick? In the
Sure.
Discord chat, I mean.
Oh, Discord, okay.
Well, wherever she can see it, I guess. So, for 4, what can I tell you with a 4? This place again has been thoroughly destroyed, but the like 2 slaves who are like former slaves, I guess, who are taking their time to thoroughly ruin everything, I guess, for lack of a better term, haven't gotten to this point quite yet. The former archives were burnt in the fire that burned the monastery, and being paper, like lots of stuff didn't survive in particular. But maybe there is like a selection of documents that Acacius wants you to find, or anything like that. With that roll, it's not quite good enough to find it yet. You need to do a more thorough search, but that's what I can tell you, that maybe there's some documents that survive that you can find.
Okay. Muninn would look to the people destroying the ruins, and they would say, like, you two, if there were 2 of them. They would say, you two. Okay. You two, have you seen anyone around these ruins?
Who goes there? Who are you? They approach you.
I am Muninn, and here is my friend Anghel.
Muninn? The Muninn?
Yes.
You remember
Muninn
a
would
similar
be-
reaction when you first approached the village.
Yeah. Muninn would still be a little bit, not confused, but like taken aback, I guess. And they would say, like...
Go ahead.
Muninn would say, like, I've been... Yes, that's me. Hello.
Don't you have a guide with you?
Yes, our guide is with another one of my friends back there, and Muninn would like point in a general direction.
And speaking of, welcome back, Ashen. You arrived
Welcome back, Ashen.
just in the nick of time for Rebob and Yon to leave and go to where you are, I guess, waiting for them.
Hell yeah.
So I guess shifting over there, Rebob and Yon approach you, and Yon says, "This guy just refused to eat any of the pork. What's up with him?" And Rebob shrugs. "I just don't like it." And Yon says, "Well, anyway, were your friends?"
They went that way. I thought I'd wait for you.
Do you point them in the accurate direction?
Shouldn't I?
Well, yeah, I'm just asking if you do or don't.
Yeah, I do.
Well, fucking. All right, let's go, says Yon.
Illona would go.
Mm-hmm. And you would, I guess you would rejoin because of time-wise, like, let's say right at this moment, like, let's align the timeline, so to say, and right when the people ask, well, where's your guide, Yon shows up with Illona and Rebob in tow and says, I'm here, I'm here.
Speak of the... And then Muninn wouldn't finish the sentence. Muninn wouldn't finish the phrase. They would say like, here they are.
Well, one of the two people asks, what do you want here? Here meaning like this place with the ruins. Yeah.
Muninn would say that we have been we've been sort of guided here by we've been guided here by the Lord Cassius. We're looking for an individual. Yeah. Can imagine. We're looking for an individual that the new leader of the village, Arita, has business with. So my question again is, have you seen anyone...
They look scared when you say that, like implying, oh shit, is she gonna kill someone?
Yeah. Muninn would like internally kind of like laugh a little bit, like, hey, scaredy cat. But they would say, I ask again, have you seen anyone suspicious?
I'll roll a generic careful for them to see if they recall anything suspicious, I guess.
Yeah.
They look at each other and like scratch their heads as they try to think. And one of them says, I saw a rabbit.
I'll take that as a no, then.
Just for context, I think Anghel would know. Yeah, I think Angel's the only one who'd know. For the Doma people, the people who are usually enslaved, rabbits are considered bad luck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
But I don't think Anghel shares that.
Sure.
Super relevant.
I
mean, it's relevant, but...
Well, it's also like a bit of an indicator that it's probably just superstition for them to indicate a rabbit as suspicious.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Anghel doesn't make an unimportant point of it, because that's not as far as he's concerned.
So that's what they say. Your guide spits on the ground when he hears that, and feels his pockets and like does a 360. As bizarre as that
Anghel
sounds.
rolls his eyes. Rude of him.
He does a 360 dice scope. I love that.
He makes a full turn as he feels his pockets and spits on the ground.
Yeah. That's a superstitious.
You should do the same, says Yon to the three of you. And Rebob, and I'm always thirsty.
Okay.
Muninn would look to Anghel like, isn't Anghel like the most superstitious one out of the three of us, or?
I don't think he's very superstitious, but I guess he comes from people who seen as superstitious.
Most people, like most rural people, so to say, would be quote unquote superstitious, like compared to fancy university city folk like you, Muninn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anghel shrugs, like, you can do it. I don't know. I don't think he does it though.
I don't think
Anghel, you know, it's not the Rima people don't have a superstition about rabbits. It's just the Doma people.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why he doesn't really care.
I feel like Muninn wouldn't do it either. Like if Anghel did it, maybe they would do it. But Muninn would like say like anyway, like trying to get back on track. They would say like, well, if you haven't seen. If you do see anyone suspicious, just let us know. We're looking for. We're looking for, like I said, we're looking for someone in particular. But
who? Maybe we can help.
Muninn would look to Anghel, and they would say like, one of. You'll know who it is when you see. Muninn would say to the people like, standing there, they would say like, "You'll know who it is when you see them. It's one of the it's someone who used to be like a master of this it's like one of the ex-masters of this town or village."
Did one get away?
I am not sure.
Shit.
Maybe he may. I mean, he may be dead, and we may be looking for a corpse for all we know. We're just ticking. Sorry, ticking a few boxes is quite a modern term, isn't it? We're just checking all of the checking all the bushes. I don't know. Something like Muninn would say something like that. If there was like a specific like Brightlandish, I don't know, phrase, then Muninn would say that.
Yeah, sure. They would look confused at the bizarre phrase, but they would say, well, one of them would say, well, good thing we have these then, indicating the axe that he's been using to like chop down stuff, and the other one would like heft their club.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect. Muninn would nod and say, perfect. Well, in that case, we will leave you to it. And sort of Muninn would like nod and like thank them for like their time, I guess.
One of them will say, "Oh shit, we didn't wreck this place yet. Come on, let's get to work." Indicating that now you've drawn their attention to the former archives, they're gonna take their time thoroughly destroying everything here.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Was like I kind of wanted Anghel to ask if there's anything specific we're looking for. Like if Muninn is actually looking for something, but I guess he won't do that because like his sister's probably around.
Muninn would say, I guess two birds with one stone. Muninn would say, "Oh, wait a minute, you two. Don't get too hasty. I was actually looking for clues as to the whereabouts of this individual in this area. Anything that you may destroy may hinder our progress."
Like, this is just paper and wood. How would that help you?
Paper with words on them, and I mean words can
You
tell.
know how to read?
I can indeed. And then Muninn would like pat like their satchel to say like, "Oh, I have a book in here." Like they're like kind of like a diary.
Journal? Yeah.
Be careful. Number one, be careful about like flashing books around because books are expensive. But fortunately for these people, they're not gonna mug you. But they do look impressed. Like, oh shit, this Muninn person that we heard about. Not only are they an agent of Akessis, they also know how to read. Damn.
Yeah. So, I would humbly ask you. Muninn would repeat themselves and say, "I'd humbly ask you to sort of let us look around before we carry on, if that's okay with you two."
They exchange a look and then they look at Yon and say, "What do you think, Yon?" And Yon says, "Yeah, it's Muninn. You have to trust them." Well, okay. I'll give you 15 minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No, they're not gonna say 15 minutes because they don't really know how to count. They'll say, "Give you till the sun gets to this position."
I like that. Muninn would nod and say, "Thank you. Come on, you two, or come on, everyone. Let's get looking."
Let's go.
Let's go.
Should we also do careful
Well,
for maybe finding? I don't know what it is we're looking for, honestly.
yeah, exactly. Do you know what you're looking for? Muninn has a suspicion, but
Okay, so maybe we can just can we just do a careful for generally if something catches our eye? I don't know.
okay, yeah, you may.
I don't know. I don't have that kind of careful. So.
You can either do like, well, Show&Tell already rolled, so we'll take that roll. But for Illona and Muninn, I guess you can roll separately or you can assist the other.
Okay.
Oh, too bad. Should have waited.
I would like to roll. Yeah, careful, isn't it?
It would be careful.
Okay, 5, if that counts.
Let me check your stunt. I need to remember the wording on your stunt.
Okay.
Analyzing someone or their surroundings. Yeah, it would. Illona, are you... Well, I guess it's too late to assist anyone, but are you rolling on your own?
Yeah.
Please do so then. Okay.
Oh yeah.
With a Illona with a 2, I'll go like what's the word, like increasing, I guess. So Anghel with a 0 just looks like a bunch of destroyed lumber, and it was good quality lumber too. It's too bad about that. Illona with a 2, you think maybe it's one of the papers, probably, but what would you even be looking for? And Muninn with a 5. You do as you like, because you know to like look for papers specifically. You like start inspecting the area, and you do find underneath like whatchamacallit, some of the rubble, some of the detritus, a cache of intact, mostly documents that probably didn't catch fire because let's say there was maybe like a metal sheet or something in the way.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Muninn would notice. Obviously, Muninn would notice these documents and everything like that. But as quickly as they would notice them, they would like stash them in their satchel. Trying to be as discreet as possible.
They're big.
Oh, they're big.
Well, let me correct myself. Some of them are big. Some of them are small.
Okay. In that case, how would I go about doing this? Well, Muninn, the ones, anything that could fit in their satchel, as quickly as the Muninn wouldn't even read them. As quickly as they'd as quickly as they would find them, Muninn would sash them. As far as the big sort of papers are concerned, like, I guess, how would I be able to hide them? I have a
question. I have a question. The question is only because I'm wondering if you need to roll something. Whom are you trying to hide this stuff from?
I was gonna ask as well because I think we're thinking of the same thing. Muninn would be hiding them from everyone, including Akesius, if that's what you're wondering.
Then yes, do please roll me a sneaky.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ouch.
I think that says what you need to know. I will say, when you reach these documents, you get the like subconscious feeling from Akesius that yeah, this is what Akesius wanted you to find.
Okay.
Like as if like he, you know the meme of Jesus is my co-pilot, kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, Muninn wouldn't be so quick to, if they acknowledge that, like, maybe with this feeling they know that Akesius knows that they found what they were looking for.
You can infer that.
Yeah, you did, you said.
Yeah.
Or you,
yeah.
Or you okay, cool. Muninn wouldn't be quick to stash them in their satchel then. Muninn would still do it. But the bigger one, they wouldn't be so quick as to hide them, be hiding them, if that makes sense. And then Muninn would, the bigger like documents, they would just put in like do we still have a horse? Like maybe we would, or
you left your horses because it's difficult to take them through the forest. You left them at the other monastery.
Okay, Muninn would just hold on to the big documents then, like they're holding them, and they don't look like they're about to like read them. They're just holding on to them.
I say it's difficult to take a horse through there when there's little centaur hunters in the forest, but whatever.
Yeah.
You have pocketed, well, quote unquote pocketed documents.
Okay. And then Muninn would look to everyone and say, like, I guess we should continue looking elsewhere. And then Muninn would like look and point to like this area, and try and be very like purposeful, not to accidentally point to Daniel's house.
Why there? Says Yon.
I have a feeling that who we're looking for may be in that area.
Just give me a second to look at my notes. Maybe Yon would say, would be kind of incredulous. Say, Cornell would never allow it.
Who would never allow it? Sorry.
Cornell, Cornel.
Who's Cornell? Sorry.
You don't see him on the map above board.
Okay. So this is a new person.
Never allow whites, though.
Like,
Yeah.
he would never allow, like, someone to sneak in his house or something like that.
Oh,
the
okay. It says
implication.
All right.
Well, then why don't we speak to this Cornell?
If you want to. He won't be happy to see you.
Okay. Well, if Cornell has nothing to hide, shall we go to everyone else?
Anghel, I guess. No, it's.
Illona too.
So do you head to that house? By the way, just for context, the labels on the map, like the various names, let's say that that's how Yon presented the houses. Like, oh, that's Bada's house, that's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
Okay.
reason why you've never heard of Cornell before, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, you leave the ruins and you head there, to that house. Again, feel free to interrupt me if you talk about anything or anything like that while you do so. When you reach that house, how do you approach it?
Um,
I mean, Muninn would suggest to just go up to the front door and knock, but obviously if someone else would like to like do anything else, let me know.
I think Illona's kind of like in the back. She's not taking much like responsibility for it.
Okay.
Rebob's also at the back, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
okay. Anghel
Um,
follows like after Muninn. Yeah.
So I guess
Okay.
Munin's first.
Well, in that case, Muninn would, unless feel free to interrupt me, but Muninn would walk up to the door and hand. Muninn would offer to hand.
Yon would interrupt you real brief, and he will say, maybe it's he has a very short temper. Watch what you say.
I'll keep that in mind. Muninn would nod, and then Muninn would kind of offer Anghel the papers that they were holding, like, and then Muninn would sign, "Don't read these." If Anghel took the papers, they're literally just.
Don't read these. That's
And then Muninn
Angel
would, like,
can't read them even if he wanted to.
yeah.
above
I
board,
could just look at him like, okay.
above board, I completely above board. That was an oversight, but I guess Muninn would say that as like a joke then. Muninn would sign, "Don't read these," and then Muninn would smile.
I kind of want Anghel to, like, how do you say it? Like, show his tongue? Whatever.
Stick out
He
his
won't.
Yeah.
Stick out his tongue, right? Yeah.
That's
But
only
he
if,
won't.
yeah.
I'll
Does
just give like Muninn a blank look, like that was funny.
okay? Does Anghel take them?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, thank you. In that case, Muninn would walk up to the door and, like, I don't know if you heard that, but knock on the door. You probably didn't.
We did.
We did.
Oh, you
We
did. Okay. Muninn would knock on the door, and then Muninn would take a step, knock on the door, take a step back.
Okay. You hear a voice from inside, a gruff, a male-sounding voice. Who is it?
It's hello, hello there. My name's Muninn. We've come to talk. Please
About
move.
what?
We have clues. We're looking for someone, and we were told that they may be in this area. Do you have a moment to talk?
The door opens, revealing this individual, who is Cornell above board. He's a very tall and more muscular individual, and he seems to be chewing on some tobacco as he looks at which above board would probably be stolen from the ruins of the monastery, and he nods at you and says, "I'm listening."
Thank you for opening the door. Like I said, my name is Muninn. These are my friends, Anghel and Illona. And others as well. And Muninn would like introduce the others.
Was told only about Muninn.
Well, that is me. Hello. I've heard.
Aurita said only you. Aurita, when she was saying that people would come, she only mentioned you. What's all this?
These are my friends. We have been traveling the roads together for quite some time. So, wherever I have gone, they have gone. So, like recently, and vice versa.
So, what do you want?
Well, as you know, this town was recently liberated by people like yourself, I assume. And my friends and I, courtesy of the
You making a point or not?
Okay. Muninn would cut to the chase and say, "Have you seen anyone suspicious around here recently?"
You.
Besides myself.
You, points at Anghel.
Oh.
Very funny.
Not trying to be funny.
What? Well, I assure you, my friend here is probably one of the most honest people I've ever met. To a fault, actually. You have nothing to worry about with him.
Then you tell me, looks at Anghel and addresses Anghel directly. The fuck are you doing in this village?
Oh.
Okay. Anghel looks very surprised. And he kind of, I guess, makes a gesture of what? Like, kind of with his, hands, kind of.
Yeah.
Come on, I asked you a question.
Muninn would sign, "Do you know this person?"
Bobo, no. But whom are you asking?
Anghel, sorry.
Anghel would say no. And would shake his head, I guess.
I think Muninn would...
No, and that's that's the reason why I'm asking.
Wait. Oh, wait. Did he, understand that? Oh, I guess maybe...
Shaking your head no is a pretty universal gesture.
Right. Sorry. I thought,
Yeah.
I thought Anghel signed a no, not that he shook his head. Sorry.
Yeah, I said both, so I get what you're...
Yeah, no, okay. I get it. So what did he say? That's why... why what, sorry?
Yeah, because we don't know each other, that's why I'm asking why you're in this village, to
okay.
reiterate what he said.
Anghel points at Muninn.
I asked you a question, you little boy. Takes a menacing step towards you.
Oh god.
Yon whispers to you, Muninn, remember when I was confused when you asked who the most powerful person in the village was?
Right.
He's the most powerful.
Well, the confusion was because in Rima, power can also mean strength.
Yeah. Like physically powerful.
Yeah.
Anghel kind of picks up his hands like I'm innocent, sort of thing.
Say something already.
He's mute. Can't talk.
Then you say something. Why the fuck are you here? Asks Illona.
Well, Arcesius told us to go
I don't
here.
give a shit about Arcesius.
Oh, okay.
Well, you asked.
So you're Aurida's people?
I mean,
Oh, he doesn't consider himself Aurida's people.
I guess not.
we just met. I wouldn't say we're her people.
You worship Arcesius too?
I think Illona would just shrug.
Ooh. Yeah, how do you answer this?
Muninn would stay quiet and let Anghel and Illona answer how they want.
Yeah, I wonder if saying no would help in this case. But then we do have Yon, and I don't know if that.
Yon just looks frightened. Frightened in a way that says sort of like, I warned you.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe Anghel shakes his head about the Arcesius thing.
If Yon asks, we could just say, "Oh, well, we."
Oh, we just said it's for him.
Yeah.
Yon says nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So Anghel shook his head.
So who do you worship then? You one of the slavers?
Anghel shakes his head again.
And then who do you worship? Answer my fucking question.
Who do you worship?
Yeah, I was gonna.
The great Anyalios.
Ooh.
The what now?
Yes. That's another god.
Above board, funnily enough, I think all of you should know the name because it's mentioned in the first chapter of the book. And I think all of you have read that, I think.
It sounded familiar to me, honestly, but I didn't know from where.
But in universe, like Anghel, Muninn, and Illona, Anghel have no idea. Muninn, can I get a careful or clever, and same from Illona to see if you know who that may be?
Oh, yeah. It's the god with the... Okay. I don't know if I should say this.
if I do
it was at the beginning of the book.
Yeah. If I do a clever, would it count as a stunt? Because I'm recalling something?
A memory, yes.
Okay. Yowza!
Oh,
Okay.
wowee!
That was really unnecessary, I think.
Illona also knows this, from vague references to ancient mythology. But Muninn, you know in detail who this god is, probably because you don't like him. It's the ancient Rimlen god of war and bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Fun little side note. Muninn, just a little side note that Muninn would know. What the ideal sacrifice for Anyalios would be, because Arcesius likes wolves, Nycterius likes cows, etc. For Anyalios, the best sacrifice is a sword drenched in the blood of a slain prisoner.
How do you sacrifice a sword?
Put it on an altar and dedicate it to the god.
Oh, okay.
You stab the sword with another sword.
But specifically drenched in the blood of a slain prisoner.
Yeah. So this guy's a dickhead.
Okay, a prison. Okay, what does that even mean? Like this guy who was kind of a
criminal.
prisoner.
It can be like a prisoner of war, preferably.
Okay.
But that's
nice.
a detail that only Muninn knows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Guys, I kind of have to go.
Sure. Noted.
Oh no.
My time has come.
Ashen, do you want to go cat mode or what's something to make it innocuous, or do you want us to pilot Illona?
You guys can pilot if it's cool by you. I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it. Show&Tell and Dely, are you guys up to the task of co-piloting Illona?
Sure.
Yes.
Go ham, guys.
Very
Go ham.
well. Then, Ashen, before you go, could you please tell the people where they may find you and what you do?
Sure. I'm Ash. You can find me on Instagram where I do some art stuff. I have a few new things coming up. And yeah, check it out if you're interested.
Yes, do check Ashen out. She is awesome. Instagram link on screen and in the description. Highly recommend what she does. Thank you, Ashen, for being joining our game and being with us once again.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good luck with the rest of the session. See ya.
Thank you. It's good
Thank
seeing
you.
you.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good night.
Bye.
So, slightly awkwardly, as Illona asks, who do you worship? He says, I worship Enialios. So just because he was addressing Illona, inconveniently, he would ask, so again, who do you worship?
And he asks directly, like Illona,
Yeah,
because he's talking to her.
Yeah. But of course, other people may speak over Illona. I'm also trying to think, as I think I'm also kind of a co-pilot of Illona. I'm also trying to think what she would say.
My first thought was, and this is both neutral and kind of hostile in a way. My first thought was like, oh, we don't worship anyone. That has two possible outcomes. It's like, oh, we don't worship anyone, therefore they're not a threat, or oh, they don't worship anyone. What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
Can I get a clever from you? Your stunt would apply to see if you realize something if you say that.
Okay. A 6.
If you say that, this is random but true. Rebob is kind of obligated to kill you.
Oh.
Not like
Oh my god. What?
Well, not obligated like legally, I guess, but like
From his religion?
from his religion, yes. But Rebob is indicated he's not like super dedicated to his religion. But there's that
Okay.
risk, I guess.
Okay.
Can you hear my dad? I'm sorry.
No worries, show and tell.
Like, I can't. It keeps blinking, so. Yeah.
Answers yes, but we don't mention it.
Yeah. It's kind of ineligible. Like, we can't hear what he's saying
He's
anyway.
talking Hungarian, actually. So
Oh, really?
we
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
understand it anyway.
Oh, fair dues.
No, don't worry about it. But what would... So there's that possibility for Illona to say, but... Well, actually, I guess she doesn't know that. Yeah, the Rebob detail, so I guess she could say that.
I guess if I'm allowed, Muninn would pipe up and say like, "Oh, Muninn would say something along the lines of like,
I think she would allow you to interject.
okay." Then Muninn would say like, "Oh, Muninn would say something like, let's not worry about that for now. Like, we're looking for someone. Have you seen anyone suspicious?"
You asked the same fucking question. Yes, I've seen people, suspicious people. You, and you. Points at the 5 of you.
Okay. So no one else.
You're getting on my nerves. Yes.
Should we
Okay.
outright ask him if it's like one of the slavers, I guess, or something? Or should we not?
Above board, it would kind of go against what Munin's trying to do.
Okay.
I guess.
Like, what? So what is he? What? Okay. What is Muninn expecting the answer to be? Like he does. Like if they did.
Yeah, sorry.
Like if Cornell. That was his name?
That's
If- If he did see someone, like Muninn doesn't want them to say so. I'm not sure.
They're kind of basically Munin's above board. Munin's kind of expecting this guy to say, "Oh, I haven't seen anyone," or Muninn would say, "Oh, I have." Like they're trying. I guess spoilers for the audience, and maybe
To make it so that we would say, "Oh, Eusebius is We haven't.
Yeah,
found.
we can't find Eusebius. Yeah, basically, at the end of the day.
Is it important that it's like a different name?
So,
Potentially.
oh,
Oh, maybe he took over someone's house? Killed them? I don't know.
what's the name of the guy that would Eusebius is the name of the guy that we're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess an additional bit of context. The house where you guys are currently at looks more like a well-off house, like it maybe didn't belong to one of the slaves.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He took it from the slave reason, probably. Maybe.
Yeah, it must be. I guess.
Well,
Maybe slightly off topic, Muninn would say like, I guess that answers our question, meaning like, oh, you haven't seen anyone else suspicious.
yeah.
But then Muninn would ask like, this is a nice house for
Yeah, it is.
I suppose this was you took this once the village was liberated. Like Muninn would like ask, sort of leadingly. Yeah.
I took it from the guy who sold my kids.
Oh.
Well,
Wasn't even a monk, just a. I guess the English term would be sharecropper, but I don't think that doesn't say much. Basically meaning someone who like is given authority to administer some farmland from someone else.
Yeah. Like he's an intermediary between
Yeah.
someone who actually owns the land.
Yeah, like an intermediary between the landowner and the people like working on the land.
okay. Well, Muninn would kind of bow and say like, I'm sorry that happened to your children.
Well, don't be. I'm gonna get them back.
I see. Do you know where they are?
No.
But I suppose you could always find them.
Well, I'm gonna destroy every fucking monastery in every boyar's estate until I find them. Yeah.
An ambitious plan, although one that I wish you well on. As you and your, I guess you and this whole village, your plan.
You
I guess
mumble a lot. Speak already.
I do, don't I?
Oh, this isn't aimed at Dely. This is aimed at Muninn.
Yeah. Muninn would ask, like, so you intend to join this village once they begin marching outward? The people of this village, that is.
Obviously, they're my people. They worship a stupid god, but they're my people.
I see. And what of this Arita?
She gets visions in her head from her god. I get them from my god. What's the difference? Above board, he's probably slightly misinformed.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's
Makes me
really
wonder.
that's really interesting. Actually, that kind of goes against my original plan.
It makes me wonder if this what's his name, Eunelius?
The god.
I made that up.
I'll type that in chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I butchered that. Enelius.
Close enough.
I'm sorry.
It's-
Enelius.
It's like a Greek term, however the Greeks say it. Isn't there an expression in English? Oh, it comes from Latin, and it's like it's all Greek to me, meaning it's illegible or not understandable.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I know it's a Latin expression, and I guess it made its way to English. Anyway.
Yeah. So I was wondering if he also has the same goal that Cassius does. I guess, well, maybe. Like maybe not the same goal, but like their enemy is the same.
Yeah.
I guess it's worth pointing out that he has never tried contacting you lot.
That's true.
Probably because you're not like bloodthirsty savages, like, well, quote unquote savages like this person.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point in our favor, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
Maybe.
Muninn would ask, so, excuse the pronunciation, but Muninn would ask, so this Inelios, he has spoken to you directly?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Like, Muninn would like
Why?
be.
What you trying
Yeah.
to say?
Thank you for taking the bait, Teeironor. Nothing. It's nothing important.
Speak up.
Well, and then Muninn would look to Anghel to be like, "Oh, should I say it?" You know.
I guess like I don't know what you're doing.
I think I don't know if Illona would have a similarly confused look or a "oh, I get it" look and nod along.
Yeah. Well, slight change of plans to Munin's original idea of how this would go down. Muninn would say, "I really shouldn't say this, but it's not entirely true what you said. Aurelia hasn't quite got a direct link to
Aretha, you mean?
Arita, sorry, doesn't have a direct link to Acesius like you think she does."
Well, whatever she's got was enough to get this village through the uprising. I'll respect at least that much.
I suppose so. But doesn't that beg the question? Your faith or your god's faith in you must be somewhat stronger than hers is with her. Her god is with her.
Yeah, probably. Always been a bit of a weakling.
Well, I suppose it isn't my place to say. But if this village was to be liberated, maybe a god of power had more to do with it than a god of knowledge. A direct link, especially.
He nods like, yeah, that makes sense, but says nothing.
Muninn would hope that they had said enough, and they would say, my apologies. I think.
Can I get a careful from you to see if you notice something? And I'll pose with sneaky.
Okay. Am I looking for something? Or seeing something? Or is it
I guess related to body language, so maybe.
Okay. It would be a really unlucky roll if I didn't be a
zero.
zero.
A 0 to a 4, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a success. He clearly has his own negative opinions about Orita that are unrelated to the uprising.
Okay. So Muninn would say,
and there's also slight hint of fear, as if the reason for that negative feeling is inappropriate.
Sorry, what did you say? There's a hint of fear?
Very small hint of fear. But not like fear of Orita, more like it almost seems as if whatever is the reason for his hostility towards her, he deems it slightly inappropriate.
Interesting.
I know that's vague as hell, but I can't be more specific.
That's weird. Wow. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of how to even approach this.
It's inappropriate. Interesting. Okay. Well, not wanting to link for unless Anghel obviously or the spirit of Illona would like to say anything.
Spirit of Illona.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, maybe let's roll Illona's careful. Maybe she notices that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nope.
Anghel, what's your or show and tell? What's your?
Sorry about the Windows sounds.
I was gonna say what's your careful, but
Yeah,
fair.
my
Well,
careful is not that good.
sorry for not talking. I accidentally hit something that caused like Windows sounds to pop up, and I was doing damage control.
Oh no.
Illona got a 0. I rolled for her.
Yeah. Yeah, and Angel's careful is not any better. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, I feel like Muninn would they would sort of cough a little bit, and they would say like, I think I've said too much.
No,
Thank
fuck
you.
her. Fuck her.
Oh. Well,
But she's a smarty pants, so whatever. Guess we need her.
I suppose, but a leader isn't always like intellect isn't always the, how do you put it, like a good true indicator of a leader. Like some intellect. Hang on, that really does make sense.
You talk a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Above board, if you want, we can turn this into a battle. Not a battle in terms of physical combat, but a battle in terms of like you trying to convince him to like revolt, so to say.
Okay.
Which would be like a mental quote unquote battle.
Yeah. I don't know if Anghel would be able to help in any way, but
Or we can handle this via roleplay, but handling it via roleplay does mean that you're unlikely to like make him fully like subservient, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it does also avert the risk of you getting stress and consequences.
Yeah. I think I'm fine with just the roleplay bit, because the thing is that I feel like Munin's trying to be as subtle as possible. And like, I mean, you could still be subtle with a battle, sure, but still.
Sure. You're more like planting the seeds of doubt rather than instigating on a full rebellion, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I guess Muninn would. Do you know what? Muninn would leave. Muninn would nod to this guy and say like, thank you for your time. And they would sort of plant the seed of, I guess if you truly think Arita is a better leader for this village than yourself, then I suppose we should keep this secret between us.
Can I get a sneaky from you? Because he might react negatively.
Ooh, okay. A 2.
The most average possible of rolls. I guess I'll oppose with his careful, I guess, to establish the difficulty.
Yeah. Above board. Oh, wow.
He got a -1, so no need to worry.
Okay. So Muninn would say like, if you like, I mean, if in that case Muninn would like continue to say if the people found if the whole people of the village find out that Arita doesn't speak directly to Acacius, maybe her rain's a strong word, but maybe her reign would.
Well, they know that she don't.
They know that she doesn't?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. I suppose they know, but sometimes people need to be told in a certain way to see something in a certain light.
I'm not good with words. I'm good with smashing things.
Well, maybe that. Again, Muninn would try and like reverse psychology this and say, well, again, maybe that would be the last thing that this village would need after such a swift victory. And someone who would worship a god of fighting.
War above
okay.
war, but yeah.
War. Sorry. Someone who would speak directly to a god of war would probably stir the pot. And
Stir what pot? She cooking something?
No. And Muninn would think,
Don't tell me she's doing the thing with the leeks again.
No, nothing like that.
This conversation is derailed.
Feel free to give me a careful to interpret that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow.
The thing with the leeks is related to the earlier thing about him. Part of the reason for him disliking Orita, he deems it inappropriate.
Oh, okay. She's a bad chef.
The leeks inappropriate?
She's a bad chef, maybe?
What's inappropriate about that, though?
The leek... Exactly. Good point, Show&Tell. It's not necessarily the leeks themselves, probably. It's more like the leeks are related to the issue, if that makes sense.
I have a few theories.
Do leeks symbolize something? I'm not sure what's going on.
I have a few theories. Maybe he thinks that she's a bad farmer because they farm leeks? Or...
Well, you may think that, but when you came to the village, you saw that people weren't doing much farming at all. So does being a good farmer matter?
Not anymore, I guess. Not since they've been liberated, right? But
leeks?
I don't know.
But what I picked a random vegetable. Don't think too deeply about the leeks. I could have said tomatoes.
Okay.
What did the leeks mean? Okay.
I guess it's a pun. Leek, I guess. But unintentionally so.
Yeah.
So the fact of her cooking vegetables badly or something? Somehow
Maybe she's a bad chef. Yeah.
Somehow is inappropriate. What?
I don't know.
I am sorry for not being direct, but I can't think of a way for you to directly figure it out. But I have to give hints because he's a very blunt person. So he'd let things slip, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's very intriguing. I mean, I don't know if it's even important, but I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Could be important.
Maybe she cooked him something because she was trying to, I don't know what.
I don't know.
So in roleplay, he asked, "Don't tell me she's doing the thing with the leeks again."
Okay.
Anghel signs. You don't like leeks? I don't know.
Are you flipping me off?
Muninn translates and says, "Oh, my friend, he's asking if you don't like."
He didn't say anything.
He speaks with his hands.
That's stupid.
Okay. My friend asks, "Do you not like leeks?"
Fucking hate them. Give me another careful if you want, and I'll pose with sneaky.
Okay.
Nice. What the hell? How much of careful do you have?
So for 7 to a 1.
Wow.
When he says, "Oh, I fucking hate them," it's not the leeks that he hates.
It's the what?
It's Orita?
Yes, but not what I mean specifically. I'm trying to think how to...
It's not...
He says, "I fucking hate them." He's more likely referring to... the thing that she does with the leeks and the effects that it has.
The thing she does with the leek.
I hope she cooks them.
Again, replace leeks with any random vegetable, even a less, I guess, phallic one. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing
Well-
she does with the leaks. What?
Yeah.
What do you mean phallic? Does it have to be
'Cause-
phallic?
No,
I say
no.
no. I said I assumed Deli was acting sus, I guess, because
Sus.
Leeks kind of, well, they have like the leafy end, but they also have an end that looks like a stick. And I was trying to dispel any insinuations that it's like something sexual. And
Oh, so it doesn't have to be phallic. Okay.
yeah,
I was also
exactly,
going
exactly,
in that direction.
exactly.
It's like,
Exactly. Again, replace leeks with any random vegetable. You know what? From now on, they're not talking about leeks. The leeks are out of here. Replace leeks with tomatoes, I guess.
Okay.
Just to
Well-
make things more, like, make it clear that it's not like a weird sexual thing.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking.
Understandable. My bad for picking leeks. I should have said tomatoes from the start. Although
wait.
tomatoes, I don't think tomatoes are a vegetable, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I would still think like I don't know. I would still like somehow because it sounds like it's inappropriate. It's like you can't even say it clearly. Like I don't know.
Right.
What,
Well,
In
the thing she
roleplay,
does with the
he said, "I fucking hate them." That's where we left off.
okay.
fucking hate.
Okay. Well, Muninn would nod and say good to know. I don't know if Anghel was to do or say anything.
I want to like keep this conversation going, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like, what can you ask about?
I guess Muninn would ask like, a bad soup or stew then? Like Muninn would assume.
Let me roll his sneaky to see how much he lets slip, okay?
Okay.
A 0. A 0 says, not one for me.
Oh.
A bad what a bad
Not
sorry,
one-
when it asked a bad soup and he said not for me.
Yeah, as in she didn't make the leeks for him.
Yes.
Maybe. Interesting.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we can do with that, but that is
I'm
interesting.
not-
I also don't think you are thinking of the right answer, but I will not elaborate further.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think what's inappropriate about not making him leek soup. I don't know.
Tomatoes.
Tomato
let's,
soup.
Let's recommend.
Tomato soup.
Tomato. My guess is that she made leek soup.
Actually,
Automatic.
Muninn, give me a careful so I can maybe give you a hint. The difficulty is 0, his sneaky.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, with a 6, he seems to be like glancing off sometimes in like directly towards the west on the map.
West.
Directly
Left.
toward the
Yeah, the left. Huh. Okay.
that's where Arita is.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's in-
that's La Crema. Is he looking at the Crema's house, maybe?
There's a bunch of houses to the west.
there's
Yeah,
been-
I'm trying to make sense of it.
This is really cryptic.
Let me roll Jon's careful, because maybe he knows something and maybe he'll tell you later.
Okay.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm just gonna be upbeat, by the way.
What?
Think Deli said he'll be right back. Okay.
Oh,
they'll
okay.
be my bad. That they'll be right back. Okay, Jon knows of that roll. I think well, Jon would indicate that you should drop the subject.
Okay,
and
we
like-
were being too nosy.
And like indicate sort of like I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I will say I am while we wait for Deli, I am not insisting on it, but like I sort of emphasize it, I guess, because I think it can be useful information for you guys.
Okay, cool.
Potentially. Although it can also be completely useless. You never know.
Yeah. I really I'm really stumped about what to do, honestly. Um. Hmm. I'm thinking of maybe. Oh, but we'll have to get rid of Jan again.
Maybe.
Like maybe going to Daniel's house, and
Shack,
actually talking shack, and talking freely.
abode, dwelling, place.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
You may do that, of course. Because above board while we wait for Delhi, because this was mostly a Delhi Cornell conversation, sort of by necessity. What's going through Angyo's mind? I'm wondering, and what's he doing?
Yeah, so I think he's starting to, kind of maybe think that he can work with Muninn, and that he really needs help because he has no clue what to do. Like, when he heard like Cornell talk about his children, I mean, I don't know when it happened.
Oh, welcome back, Delhi.
Thank you.
Do you have a thought you'd like to finish, Show&Tell?
Just that he could feel the pain, basically. Like, understands it in some way, but he also knows it's wrong. Just kill everyone until you find your children, I guess.
Yeah, understandable thoughts. Delhi, we were mostly pondering on what Anghel is thinking and what he might do. That's mostly what you missed. And also the fact that Yon knows what's going on based on the roll that I made, and he's giving you a signal like, drop the subject, I'll tell you later.
As in, Yon knows what Yon knows what Cornell's talking about. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yon doesn't know that Muninn is being a stinky. Okay, that's good. So, I mean, Muninn would lean towards dropping it in that case, and then maybe look to Anghel and say like, well, imply like, oh, what do you want to do? Should we go?
Anghel shrugs.
Yeah, I don't think he'll let us in his house, says Illona.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Muninn would clear their throat and say, well, thank you for your time. And remember what I said.
Yeah, fuck off already.
Okay. Well, see, farewell.
Says nothing, just glares at you until you leave.
Yeah, and then Muninn.
Mm-hmm.
Muninn
We made
would
a new
be...
friend, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, for life. Muninn would be walking away.
Yon says, okay, promise not to tell anyone. After you guys are out of earshot, obviously.
Anghel, I don't know. Anghel does the, zipper.
Muninn would be all ears, obviously.
Promise? Illona says, yeah, we promise.
Yeah.
Sighs, looks behind to see if Cornell's watching. He's not. Yon says, Cornell's sleeping with Orita's fiance.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. How does that relate to tomatoes?
Okay. I think Orita's fiance is the tomato. And she doesn't like how she's cooking the tomato. You get it?
Wrong answer, but sure, you can go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Most likely, and this is my intention, is not important information, so I'm fine with giving it out. it's more likely that Orita's fiance really likes the way she cooks tomatoes, and it's like probably like the main reason they're together. At least that's what Cornell thinks.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's interesting. We would have never gotten it, I think.
That is an interesting, like, wow, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Okay.
Is it cool? It seems more like almost high school gossip.
It is. I love it. I love that kind of shit. Well, Muninn would like nod and say like, I'm not telling anyone.
Yeah, I mean, the entire village knows, obviously, except the Orita. But like,
Whoosh.
we don't talk about it because Cornell's fucking scary, and so is Orita.
I see. Well, that's quite impressive that a secret like that would be so widespread yet so kept under wraps.
I mean, have you seen him? He doesn't exactly keep a lid on things.
No, I don't suppose he seemed a few lids short of a chest, like himself. I was thinking, not a chest, a few lids short of a box himself.
Like a year ago, so the masters asked us to fetch the horses from the stables because they had to get ready to travel somewhere, and like 5 of us went and we caught them fucking, and the Cornell almost killed us.
I see.
Oh my
Muninn would
God.
try and refrain from writing this down.
Illona has the like Jack Nicholson gif expression of "Yeah, tell me more."
Yeah.
'Cause I know she's a gossip at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
she would love this for sure.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think.
Maybe Muninn would say like, "Oh, so why?" I don't know. Actually, I don't know what Muninn would say.
There was also that one time where the masters bought a herd of pigs, and they asked us to go to a granary to get some foods from some trough from them, and we caught them fucking there too, and we yelled at them, "Dude, you're fucking right where the grain is. How are we gonna eat that from now when Cornell almost killed us?"
Again.
I'm surprised how many times you caught them and still have your head.
Yeah, there seems to be a theme here. Like, I'm with you.
How do we know that you're telling the truth?
Well, if Cornell would have done that, the masters would have punished Cornell. So,
And this gossip, I suppose you wouldn't. You'd fare well to keep this in secret away from Orita herself.
of course I am. Do you ever imagine a world where I'm gonna say that to her?
I suppose, but then at the same time, if I were Orita, I'd surely want to know something like that.
Would you want to know that the biggest, strongest guy ever is fucking your fiance?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a truth that would I'd be happy with, but I would rather.
You find that out, and then you think, okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that guy, and then you realize, oh, he's double your size. Really? You'd like that?
You can confront the fiance.
Yeah, you could do. Muninn would say, and I'm trying to word this in a way that I had perfect in my head, but saying it out loud would be hard. Muninn would say, well, Orita speaks for Acesius, does she not? Would you not have more faith in her ability to best did you say, what's his full name? Cornelius?
No, that's the like Latin name. No, his name is just Cornell, which is a derivative of Cornelius, but you know.
Okay, that's probably where I got it from. Would you not have faith in her to best Cornell?
I don't want to get involved.
Anghel is kind of signing. Are you trying to make them fight each other? I mean, I guess that's a stupid question, but yeah.
Muninn,
I think Illona would like elbow Angel, sort of like you've only just realized.
Yeah.
No, but he didn't want to ask in front of Cornell and be threatened again, I guess, or something.
yeah.
Maybe that's what he would say as an excuse. I don't know.
Illona would also whisper, "Also, don't interrupt. This is juicy."
Yeah. Well, Muninn would insist and say, well, I would definitely be grateful to whoever told me information such as this.
Really, you'd be grateful to them after you'd get your shit kicked in.
Again, I would have faith that excuse me, sorry. I would have faith that Arita would be able to best Cornell. And so should you.
Yeah, but like, why would you even want that to happen?
Well, you saw what Cornell and I were talking about. His connection to his god is far greater than Arita's. So any kind of line of succession or like
You're using big words.
let me break it down. It starts breaking dancing. Put in layman's terms.
And what?
In simple terms, Cornell's connection to his god is stronger than Orita's. So maybe the people of this village would sooner listen to Cornell.
Oh, fuck no, they're terrified of him.
Exactly. Sometimes fear is a good motivator for
No,
allegiance.
we were afraid of the masters. We don't want that.
Exactly. So maybe telling Arita would be a good thing.
So he's like short circuiting a little. It says so you want Cornell to get beaten up by Orita, but you're saying that she won't be able to beat him up?
No, I believe that Orita. If Orita had an upper hand in the situation, I believe her, with her connection to Acacius, may fare in her favor. But not knowing a secret such as this, I would believe Orita would be a disadvantage, not in her own marriage, not just in her own marriage, but in leading the village. Well, in their engagement, in that case. Wouldn't you agree?
So like me, yeah, you got a good idea. We can go and kill Cornell and tell Arita that he was fucking her fiance. Yeah, she'd like to see like the head of the guy who was fucking her fiance, and you guys like, oh, you don't seem super strong, but there's like 5 of you.
I would. Well, this is all for now. This is all hearsay. I believe if 3 outland.
No, it's not hearsay. I saw them.
But what proof do you have? And what proof do 3 or 4, including Rebob Outlanders, have to this as well? I believe this needs to be taken care of in a more subtle approach. Maybe one in a way that would make Arita more the spearhead of this revelation.
So what do you want to do?
I believe if all I'm saying is, and Munin's kind of just trying to plant more seeds, if I was Arita, I would want to know
Yeah, but you're not.
What was going on? But if I was,
So you want to take her place?
mm,
Do you want Cornell to fuck your fiance?
no. I think Muninn would laugh. Muninn would laugh and say no, but I don't think Arita would want this situation to carry on as it is. But we can't tell her straight away. For now, let's keep it.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell her.
Okay.
No way in hell I'm telling her.
Well, maybe you can tell her at some point when the time is right.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's your decision. And I guess Muninn would drop it, but maybe it's inspired something in this guy, maybe a little bit, but probably not.
Fear. That's what you've inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's willing to take the chance.
Maybe, I mean, I do have a stunt that could help with this, but I was going to save it for later.
I think Rebob would say, as a suggestion for you guys, well, what would happen if Aurita were to stumble upon them fucking, as you said?
Ooh, that is a good suggestion.
Now we just need to have them fuck and find them.
Yeah.
She'd probably fly off the handle, and then Cornell would kill her.
Or maybe Cornell would be so wrapped up in the situation that he would have his guard down. Who knows? Muninn would look and use that careful to say, I don't know how this would help, but maybe Muninn use that careful to look at our guide, but I can't remember his name. Jon, that's it. Such a simple name too. Muninn would look to Jon and maybe roll a careful if that's necessary.
It works the other way around. You tell me what you want to do, and then I tell you what to roll.
Yeah. I'm basically looking to see if Jon agrees with the plan. But maybe, again, it might not be necessary, because you could just tell me,
oh, yeah, it's not necessary. He's terrified. He's telling you what happened to, inform you, and because he's a bit of a gossip, not because he wants to get involved.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well... Okay. I've got two ways to go about this. Muninn would look to Jon and say, well, I mean, if you orchestrated this...
What?
Hear me out. If you orchestrated this and it went to plan, maybe you would raise in the ranks. And then I mean...
You would what? I the DM didn't hear the last part.
Okay. You would... So Muninn would say, if you did this properly, you would raise in the ranks of the village, you would be promoted somewhere.
Oh, okay. He'd say promote...
Arita would look at...
He understands after some thought.
Okay.
Give me, I guess, a flashy to see if you can impress him.
Okay. Youch! Okay.
Fuck no. I'm done with this subject. Let's just find Eusebius already.
Okay. Well, Muninn would, in that case, say... Well, leave it... Muninn would say, leave it... Well, I'll drop the subject in that case. But I truly believe that if you did this for Arita, you would definitely receive her favor.
I definitely believe I'd get my shit kicked in if I did that. This is the reply to your flashy.
Okay. Would I be able to use my... Because that was supposed to be a separate thing. Could I use my stunt to lie on that sentence or not? Should I say something else?
Well, can you say it again? What's the line?
The line was if you somehow basically Muninn like reiterated like, oh, I'll drop this, but I think if you arrange this, Arita would look at you in her favor, or like she would look at you with favor or something.
You may. That's perfectly fine with using your stunt. It's that the issue is, does his ambition outweigh his fear of Cornell? For the moment, I'm not super sure.
Yeah, that's okay. We can leave. I'm fine with leaving it at that.
You've definitely, with your stunt, you've definitely sown the seeds, I guess, and he will probably be open to it because you used your stunt. But you'll need to do like some further convincing probably a bit later.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys think it's a good spot to end today's session and get Ashen's input? Maybe she has her own scandalous plan. Who knows?
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Thoughts on today's session? Oh, sorry. Yeah, thoughts on today's session?
Not where I expected it to go. I honestly didn't really know though. What?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be quite so vulgar about it, but sure.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Imagine. No, yeah, I enjoyed today's session. I was really unsure how I was really unsure how things would go.
What was Muninn planning? I don't know if you want to tell, but what was Muninn planning before we found out about Cornell? About like anything regarding Cornell?
Yeah. Basically, I guess it doesn't count as spoilers, I guess, because anything can happen between now and then.
Okay.
Muninn's plan is to originally it was to convince Acacius, and maybe some people would be able to like in the audience. I mean, maybe some people in the audience like got this, maybe not. Muninn's plan is to convince Acacius and the village that this guy, that Eusebius, that we're looking for, isn't in the village, right?
Okay.
And as far as Acacius is concerned, like Muninn didn't defy Acacius, right?
Oh, right.
But
okay.
Muninn hasn't defied Acacius because they've been looking for this guy, but
right.
They still didn't fully like. How do I put this?
We didn't kill. They didn't kill.
Like Muninn wants to convince Acacius that they are truly doing everything they can to find this guy. But ultimately,
not have to go through with it.
yeah. Muninn's trying to like not actually find him.
Yeah.
But obviously, as time has gone on, Muninn's like realized, oh, maybe I can stir the pot a bit, and this village can like set their sights away from Eusebius in the first place.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me, by
sorry.
the way. Just real brief. I just remembered I forgot to do something. Well, basically, TLDR, after you've left Cornell's house, Acacius was gonna say to you something like, yeah, the followers of Enialios are kind of like that. Sorry.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
And also an additional bit of information that I guess I'll save for next session.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure like what Anghel thinks about this plan, because on the one hand, yeah, it definitely distracts them from doing whatever it is they want to do, like killing Eusebius, killing everyone else, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's also like not really preventing bloodshed. Like who knows what will happen if there's an uprising or something, or I guess a fight between Cornell and Arita, and then what? One of them wins, and then what? Like it doesn't really, unless they kill each other.
Yeah, but then once they kill each other, what would happen then? Yeah. At the very least, it kind of delays things, and it would.
Yeah, exactly. It does buy us some time, I guess.
Yeah, and it also makes Like I said, I'm trying to set the sights away from Eusebius.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel
It's
like I'm
what's
trying
that?
to think of a long-term plan that would actually,
Yeah, same here to be honest. But we can probably either stumble upon or mega mind up like some sort of plan. I think.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely a starting point though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Noted. Again, I feel bad that Ashen wasn't here because again, Illona's the biggest gossip out of the group. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and she missed out on all the gossip.
not just that, but also I think she would have. I think she might have been able to figure out like a plan to like potentially instigate conflict or whatever.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
probably could have done.
Well, I'm sure she can still help next session.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
maybe.
sure.
Yeah.
Use her charms.
Yeah.
Again, didn't expect the session to be quite so vulgar. My fault for picking leeks as the first vegetable that comes to mind.
Honestly, I don't know if tomatoes would have made it better for me. Because I wasn't thinking about the shape of the vegetable. I was just in general getting
Oh, like the a comedy bit, like, oh, the thing she does with whipped cream or whatever. Like, whipped cream, what? But you get the inclination that it's something sexual.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess. But I think that's where Deli was heading. Like, more on the shape part, I guess.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Anyway, also a small tidbit, you don't know who the fiance is.
Yeah, that's true. And there is another house that we haven't.
Well, two, but yeah.
Yeah, Lacrima, but we know who she is. I mean, we know she's a witch.
Hmm?
The other house, we don't know anything about.
You've also haven't been to the, like, Pilgrim Hostel or the Ruined Stables.
Okay.
Right. The Pilgrim Hostel.
The place where
Right.
Rebob went to get meat and drink and all that.
Oh. Yeah, maybe there's more gossip to be found there.
Well, not just gossip. Like, not everything in this village is related to this affair.
Not about this, but I don't know. Like, what else they do? Like, people talk in.
True.
Is it like a bar kind of thing?
A hostel is like basically a hotel, but it's meant for pilgrims. And it pilgrims or poor people, basically. But obviously that may not be the case anymore, given what happened to the monastery itself.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
I
not-
mean, Reba
yeah,
went there to eat and drink.
more
guess.
likely because that's where meat and drink would be stored. It's not so much a bar or a restaurant as a place to stay that also has food.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's
yeah.
true. What's the name of Wait.
Who? Whom are you wondering about?
The house that we didn't go to. Creanzas?
Oh, the font is weird. Kranga. Creanga.
Oh, okay, Kranga. Okay.
This font does G's very weirdly. I know DoomGoblin also confused the G with an S at one point.
Yeah, no, now I see that the S is different. Yeah, I didn't think about, comparing them.
Yeah, when me and DoomGoblin were talking about introducing Las, because you guys were on the way to New Spring, he was like, "So is this town's name Newsprince?"
Oh my god. Newsprints.
Yeah, because again, this font does G pretty weird, but I like it otherwise, so I'm sticking with it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And I mean, in the Pilgrim, you understand it's Pilgrim because you know the word, kind of.
Pilgrim.
No, I guess.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but with the Krenga, I just didn't know what the
Yeah, because it's a
supposed to
proper
be, so
noun. Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable. Perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
So I guess my question would be: do you guys? What's the plan? I know we'll also get Ashen's input, and I'm sure she'll have some input, especially given the gossip situation.
Yeah.
But is the plan stir the pot with this like lovers quarrel and then see what happens, or do you have like more going on?
I mean, that's what we were talking about. We haven't really figured out anything else beyond
Yeah.
pot stirring.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to stir the pot. I'd also like to somehow convince that these guys, excuse me. I'd like to convince these guys that Eusebius is either dead or missing, or hopefully preferably dead, because if we can convince him or everyone of that, then that's
They
the
won't go
fun.
looking for him.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Orita is pretty sure that he's still alive.
Okay. Hopefully we'll find a way to convince her otherwise, because like I said, like if we convince her, maybe she'll stop looking.
Also, Cassius did direct you to those documents that you found, and also something else that I will not spoil.
That's true. I'm gonna have to, because the thing is, I'm gonna have to write that down as a reminder, because Muninn didn't want to read them because they didn't want Cassius. Okay, so basically, Muninn didn't want Cassius reading them over their shoulder, if that makes sense.
The fact that Cassius pointed you in their direction probably means that he already knows their contents.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes sense. Maybe Muninn would just read them anyway. In that case.
You do you. They are written in Rima, a handful, one or two in Romi, but all mostly in Rima. So you would know those languages.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think if there was anything else. Wooden carving for Illona. That's something to note. I'll make a note of it as well, just in case we forget about it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, if there's nothing else, do you guys have anything else before we go into our shoutouts then?
No.
I don't think so. I mean, it's been a good session.
Yeah.
Very off the rails, but not in a bad way. Like, it's like what's gonna happen next? kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It was an interesting DMing experience for me, for like, okay, this person will just blurt out his secrets because he doesn't keep them. But also he's not gonna be like super obvious about them, so how can I like hint at them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an interesting experience.
Well, dear viewers, thank you for watching and listening to us. Real brief, first check out Ashen. She has an Instagram where she paints stuff, and she accepts commissions. I've commissioned her for stuff before. It's all high quality and very well done. I would highly recommend. And also, do check out DoomGoblin, who has made the relationship chart that you saw in the beginning of the episode, and I accidentally flashed it a couple minutes ago also, but you know. So yeah, do check him out as well. And as for the rest of the cast, I've rolled a pair of dice in the background. Dice say that I should ask Show&Tell next to please talk about herself and what she is doing. Show&Tell, whenever you are ready, we are all listening.
Hi, so I'm Show&Tell, and I have a Patreon. I do reactions for anime and some other shows sometimes, and I have fun. So you should check it out if you want.
She does, and you should. Again, I would highly recommend it. Thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. And next, we would have Deli. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Deli, and outside of these sessions, I am a Goblin VTuber on Twitch.tv. You can find me on the magic link on the screen, I assume.
And the description, yeah.
And in the description. I'm mostly on Twitch, but you can also find me on what is formerly known as Twitter and sometimes Blue Sky.
Yes, you may. And Deli is a lovely streamer, and I hope they do more streams. Yeah, thank you very, very much, Deli. Next, it's me. I'm the only one left. I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series. It's a lot of fun. I also do another series set in the Warcraft universe with a different group of lovely people, including the aforementioned DoomGoblin. And that's also fun as well, in spite of the setting, I guess. But other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We should be back next week, but again, if for whatever reason we have to skip a week, I'll let you all know on Twitter and Blue Sky. Yeah, other than that, we'll see you when we'll see you. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.